Joe White, Wycomico County. Something the county executive just said that I do actually agree with very vehemently, and I would encourage you, and I've been showing up here the last couple of years. I'm going to continue, but everything should be on the table evenly. My understanding is that PKS does audit both the council and the executive branches. That audit was actually due at the end of December. Last year, we were 3 months late. This year, we're going to be at least 1 month late, which I guess some would say was progress. But as the county executive said, and I do believe, our charter is like our Constitution. So let's follow it. Let's get that done. As far as the sanitary district, the advisory committee, you could debate the merits of the four folks on there. And I think one good point was brought up about a conflict of interest with the city of Salisbury. And I would tend to agree. I have a solution. I'd like to try to be solution-based, but you could have more than 3 people on this committee. You have some areas that are going to be impacted by the sanitary district that don't have town governments. You take San Domingo, Parsonsburg, Allen, some of those outstretched areas, but also Del Mar. Del Mar is a bi-state town, and their wells are in one state and their water district isn't, or their wastewater is in another. Those folks need to have representation on this. Yes, they're not engineers, but they're the taxpayers. They're the customers. And when I'm looking at a business deal, I'm gonna refer to my customers to see what their needs are and how they'll be impacted, and are they willing to pay. Finally, I see in the work session you're going to consider the compensation committee work, and I was a part of that committee. Obviously we talked about how much work went into that, and for someone like me, I voted for the county executive position to get an increase, and I hope that you consider that. I do want to say on a personal level, if you look back at the minutes, not all of us agreed that the county council should get an increase, and I don't believe they should. It was a 6-4 vote there. Again, that's public record. It was in the minutes and on the videos, but I think you need to carefully consider. I do think when we considered our sheriff's office, when we compared it to a lot of other counties, our sheriff's office seems like it is vastly underpaid for the jobs